Hi everyone and happy 2021! I am officially back to the studio recording. Not a new album. No, I'm kidding. Not a new album. First of all, before I get into this video and what I'm going to be doing, I want to apologize for the hiatus on my channel. I'm sorry, I have no excuse for it. Well, I do. I have just been lazy, not doing anything, just being in the house and just really chilling. It's been about a week since a video has been on my channel, and I am back to it now. And yes, so today I am going to get right into this video. Today we're not going to be doing a reaction video, but we're going to be doing a random questions video, which I think is very fun and a bit of a change up and a shake up. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to be reading 25 random questions. I have not seen the questions at all, so I'm just kind of reading them as you're hearing them at the same time. What I really just want to say before we start is this. Yes, I am engaged. This is my diamond. It's fabulous, isn't it? It's a lot of carats and a lot of money, and I love it. I really wanted an emerald in the middle, but that's for an upgrade in a year or two. Random question number 1. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? Just the simple basic things: world peace, more attention to the environment, and 3, that all the damage that has been done in the coral reefs, in the sea, ocean, wherever that just gets restored and just really gets back life like it once had. That is my wishes. I don't have any personal wishes because I think it's more important to have good wishes for the earth so that we can live longer. And those were really my 3 wishes. 2. What would you rather throw away, love or money? I think before I would have said love, but at this stage in my life, I would absolutely throw away money because love is so much more giving and important, actually. What's the most beautiful place you've ever been? I think Spain is really beautiful, but I think Sicily is really next level of dream house heaven, and I really love that, so I would say Sicily. What was your fondest memory of high school? Leaving, graduating. But I think the best thing is going to be graduating, and also the people you met along the way, actually, and the people you, yeah. 5. What's your favorite TV show? I love Real Housewives. I'm a sucker for them, so I'm going to say the Real Housewives franchise. And it doesn't matter if it's the US or it's the UK or Australia. I am there for every single one of them, in Canada. I love them all. I would say my top 3 favorites are probably Melbourne, Atlanta, and Dallas. I am just so happy. I love them. And then of course I love every other, and then of course I don't only love reality TV. I love, Friends, I love Will and Grace, I love Sex and the City, I love The Undoing with Nicole Kidman on HBO. It's just fan-fucking-tastic, honestly. I love it. What's the strangest thing in your refrigerator? Oh shit, okay. The strangest thing in my refrigerator is something that I did 2 days ago, which I was just really wanting to zhuzh up some things and do. So what I did was that I blended together fresh organic carrots, cucumber, grapefruit, lemons, and I think it was a little bit of Greek yogurt. And that was it. And it looked like tomato sauce, but it smells like cucumber. But it's really good for the body, and I am really just shushing that shit down. But it's awful. It's awful. Truly, it's yeah. But it's really good for the body, so I'm eating it anyway. Look at my skin, honey. This. Oh yeah. Okay. This was a strange question. Would you rather hear the music of Johann Sebastian Bach played by a barbershop quartet or a heavy metal band? I would hear and listen to anything except for heavy metal, so I'm going to go with the Sebastian Johann Bach played by a barbershop quartet all days of the week, okay? Have you ever been to a 5-star resort? Yes, I have. Egypt, Sicily, Spain. Yes, I have. It's fabulous, honestly. What was your favorite toy growing up? I was a Barbie lover, and I think that I had all of them that was possible. I loved every single Barbie. Barbie was like my dream, and it's still my favorite toy. If I were to have a toy today, it would still be a Barbie. What's the funniest way you've ever broke the law? I can't remember that I have ever broken the law, and if I did, I would probably not say it on my channel or publicly like this. So, moving on. What's your favorite sports team? I don't watch sports. I have no, I just have no connection with sports whatsoever. I mean, I think people can die from working out. It's awful. I work out. No, I don't. Yes, I do work out. I actually do work out. But I think it's more important to eat a donut, actually. You know how many people have died in the past 10 years from working out? Like 100 people. And you know how many people have died from eating a donut in the last 10 years? Like 1 person. Like, you know, that's kind of like saying a lot. So going to the gym is very like, the killers can be there, and the killers usually the machines or the equipment that you use to work out. So I would not go to the gym, but I do work out at home, and I do eat donuts, chocolate, and whatsoever. What talent would you want to possess if you could? Talent or like capability or whatever. If I talent, I don't know. Like, I would probably want to have a talent of being invisible, but I don't think that's a talent. I think that's a superpower, right? I would say that I want my talent to be, I would want to have a talent as a marine biologist, like to know a lot of it, or a dermatologist or such. I think it's so fascinating and interesting with the skin, the body, and of course the nature around us, and especially the sea. And I would recommend a documentary on Netflix called Mission Blue, which follows Sylvia Earle. If you don't know her, I think you should know her. She's fabulous. And it's really a good documentary, such as Coral Sea. No, Chasing Corals. I think Mission Blue is Chasing Corals are good documentaries about the sea and the change that has progressed until now from years back, you know, and I think it's really good to watch, and I would recommend everyone to watch that, because it's very important, and I think everyone should watch and I really personally love documentaries of all kinds, but I especially love documentaries about nature, about the ocean, about, you know, a lot of that things. That's really what I would watch and such. Okay, can you navigate in a forest is the question. I am not a navigator. I am not Google Maps. I have never tried to be. I mean, if God had wanted me to walk around a forest, I would have been born to be a deer or a bear or a fucking orangutan. Like, I am not equipped to be in the forest. Like, just look at me. Can I navigate in a forest? I can't even navigate at home or when I'm walking down the street. Like, what is left, what is right, what is south, what is north? I don't fucking know, because I don't give a shit, okay? Honestly, there is so much more important than knowing left and right and south and north and whatever, like west, east, whatever. Like, it's not important to me. There's so much more important, like chasing corals and like saving the fucking ocean. Like, let's do our part. Come on. If you could trade lives with someone, who would it be? I would trade lives with Cher, the singer, the actress, the everything. Cher. Fucking Cher. If you could erase one event from history, what would it be? I am Jewish. I am inherently Jewish from my mother, so I would absolutely erase the Holocaust and Hitler's whole existence. Like, that I don't want to talk a lot because that's, you know, such a big subject, talking point and a lot of things, but I think I'm just gonna leave it that I would really erase that one from history. Like, it didn't it's not like erase it so that we didn't know about it, erase it as if it never happened, and this asshole and just every word in the book never existed, actually. Who do you most like to poke fun at? I think that I don't really poke fun at anybody or a thing. I could do it at celebrities and public figures and such. But I think it's more out of a fun angle and such, but I don't poke fun at people, like, never. Like, I never poke fun at anybody, actually, because I know that sometimes poking fun at can actually mean that you're not poking fun, but you're actually serious in your conviction, and that's not really what, and I don't think really that's so super nice, actually, so I don't like to poke fun at people, and I don't usually do it. If you were suddenly transported to another planet, how would you assess the situation? I would probably be asserted to Jupiter or Uranus, Neptunus, whatever, and I would just kind of stand up and meet all the people there, Marsupials or whatever they're called, Jupiterians or Neptunus or Uranuses. I would just kind of say, I'm the queen of this planet and you all have to access me because I rule the fucking world now, okay? So do whatever I want and bye-bye. You know, that's really what I would do, but yeah. When do you feel most in control? When I am in my bed sleeping, probably. But would you rather have 10 hobbies or one passion? 10 hobbies? No, I wouldn't. I would have one passion, and that's to save the ocean. Save the ocean. Simple. What's your favorite movie? I have a lot of favorite movies, but I don't know if you know this, I usually never watch a movie if there isn't a female lead. And I do love movies like Red, like the James Bond movies with Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan, and those are my favorites. And I love The Holiday, Love Actually, I love Charlie's Angels, the old school with Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu and Drew Barrymore. So I couldn't possibly state one movie that is my favorite, but I also love Moonstruck, like Cher movies. I love a lot of movies. But that's very important to me that there is a female lead. And Ocean's 8 with the girls, like, oh my god, it was so good. Like, it was so good. If you could interview a famous person, who would you choose? I would choose to interview Sylvia Earle, the marine biologist and scientist, and also what this documentary that I was talking about before, Mission Blue, is about. If your food is bad at a restaurant, would you say something? If they came in with the wrong order, I would say something. If they came in with something wrong on my plate or something not being to expectation, I would say something, because I think if you pay for something, you ought to get exactly what you paid for. If you could only use one word for the rest of your life, what word would I choose? I would probably choose fuck. I think this is a great word for everything. Or yeah, I would probably use fuck because it can be used in both positive narratives and negative narratives, like fuck and like fuck, you know, it's real. And like yeah, I think it's a fabulous word. I love to cuss, I love to curse. It's just it's, I don't know, love, it's just kind of natural. Kind of my whole family and relatives, everyone swears, but I don't think it matters so much if you have class or not if you swear. It really doesn't bother me if somebody swears. It's more like words like whore or that I don't really appreciate. What are your dreams and ambitions? I think that I have I have a few of them actually, but I think ambitions and such would be to really be a CEO. I am a plan for this, to run my own company. That's really my calling and what I want to do, and that's design. I have always dreamt of being a designer. I love to sew things myself and make designs and do this and plan this, and I'm really good with, I think, economy and such. And I think that's really good. And I would say my dreams is really to, of course, save the ocean and be a very good advocate for the environment, doing a lot to help the situation. Maybe there isn't such a thing as stopping, but I think prevention is a very good narrative for it. Narrative, find another word. I'm sorry, I feel that was so good in Real Housewives of New York City, because Carol always says narrative, and I feel like her right now, and Bethany's just like, narrative, find another word. And I was like, maybe I should find another word, but like, maybe I should not, you know? Yeah, I don't really know, but yeah. That was all the questions. That was 25 random questions. I was really happy with this, actually. I feel it was very special and very kind of weird questions, but I really enjoyed the questions overall. So yeah, let's just kind of keep doing this, and because like, I really thought it was very fabulous and very it was very good way of kind of getting to know me in a way, and still, because I bet nobody thought that I was so involved with the environment, and I've donated a lot of money. Thank you for watching this video.